Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome to Catch a Vibe. It's actually our third episode, and I want to make it a point to count each and every episode. The Catch a Vibe is a show. It's Pulse's actually first music dedicated show, and goes, of course, every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m. Today, of course, it's Saturday, and it is our third episode. And man, oh man, I have an intro ready for this guy because when I came to this beautiful country about 5 years and a half ago, I was really taken away with his voice. Like the first time I heard him, it was like, wow. Seriously, this is it. It's like it took my heart to another place. So that's one. Two, he's an incredible, singer, songwriter. But the way he plays the guitar, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, it will take it. I'm talking about this and I have goosebumps. Like I'm just talking about it in the way I'm just anticipating for you guys to hear it, and I have goosebumps. So that's number two. Number three, which is I think a very important element. He's so humble and very down to earth. It's insane. That in the same premises as being confident about his work, and that is a lethal talent in my opinion. To be able to be like, let me get on the guitar, let me sing, and take you on a journey like that. It's amazing. Number four, he will not like this, but I will say it. I just want him to release more music. I want the world to know more about him, because the way we live in this day and age is more about what do you have on streaming services? What do you have out there? What's the body of work of you as an artist? So with all that combined, and an amazing human being, amazing talent, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the incredible, the one, the only, Jay Abo. What's up, man?
I love you, bro. That's quite the intro, man.
Man.
I do need to release more music.
Yes.
I know. It's just when you say it like that as well, like body of work, but that's kind of like where the fear comes from. Is like I want everything to be, because Anna, like, can I say something in Arabic? Because it's just like one.
We'll translate it. Go ahead. Yeah.
I كتير. I nag a lot.
You nag a lot.
I nag. I'm very like, okay, that can't be there. So sometimes it's just like that.
No, but that goes under. Are you like a perfectionist?
I think I ditched the part of me where like, oh, it has to be perfect, but there definitely is like such a thing as releasing saying something's done or finished too early. And I know how to not be so neurotic that like it's never done, but it takes a long time to be done. Like I changed the deadline for Change Tomorrow 3 times.
Yeah, I love it.
Change
Tomorrow. Yeah. That's the latest, you guys. But I wanna a little bit understand, of course, your story. I know that you have a story with the guitar, and there's a neighbor. There's a neighbor,
yeah,
and there's a guitar.
How do you know that?
We've done this, man, before, like about 4-5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I know that there's a neighbor, and
there was a neighbor.
Where was this?
This was when I was living in a building in Oud Mitha called KM Trading.
Nice.
You know that building, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we lived there, and we had this really awesome Filipino family who were not on the same floor but in the same building, and we'd run into them sometimes. And Daisy was the wife, and Ray was the husband. And
wow.
Ray played like really good flamenco guitar, and I always wanted to play guitar. And
how old were you?
I think I was 10 or 11.
Wow.
At the time.
And the sound of the guitar attracted you?
Yeah, I always I don't know if it was the sound, but like since I was a kid I wanted to play guitar. And obviously Lebanese family, لا بدك تتعلم البيانو.
You gotta learn to play the piano
first,
yeah.
Because هيدي الباز, that's the bass. هيدي الباز.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to my parents. Yeah. It is the baz. They are correct. It is the baz.
You like the piano or no?
I love the piano.
Okay.
And now obviously I want to get better at it, but like I needed to, when you're a kid, you're like, I want that and only that. So I needed to get the guitar thing out of me. And Ray would just come teach me pieces, and I would just memorize them, like not by notes, just by how it felt on the guitar, like by ear,
In our chat, you said as well that he wanted to go slowly on you, and you said no, give me the hard stuff.
Yeah, because I wanted to be a show off. Like I wanted to go to school and be like, okay, guys, I may not be the best football player, but guess what I can do? Stuff like that. So
that's amazing.
Cool.
Jay, like I said, I've been in this beautiful country about 5 years and a half. Have you been performing for 10 years plus right here?
For 10 years plus, like, honestly, I'm really bad with saying, oh, I remember in 2016 when I was in that. Like, I'm so bad. I don't know. I know that there was...
But I've been here for 6 years, like 5 years and a half.
I've definitely been performing professionally and making money from it since you were here.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, I would say 2016 is actually when I started doing it professionally. And
And
yeah, 10
and with
years.
that, so with that, what was the spark for you to take it another step? Because I know plenty of people that can play the guitar or sing, but they haven't taken the step to release or
Yeah.
and make it a profession.
Yeah.
Get paid from it, like you're saying. What was the spark for you? Was it a certain thing? Like, what inspired you to take that step?
Man, if I'm completely honest
Yes.
with you and honest with myself, it's the bravo. You know, it was like people were like, "You're good at that," and everyone knew that I was like, I was, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I was like better than the average person picking this thing up. You know, like I was good at that. And who knows? Maybe if someone said, "Wow, you're so funny, you should be a comedian," maybe right now we'd be having an interview
Stand-up
about my
comedian.
stand-up special.
You,
know?
you are funny.
Thank you. I try.
But I want to say something here quickly about that because it's interesting. I met a comedian called Fluffy.
Okay.
Yeah. So Fluffy said to me, "There's a difference between a stand-up comedian and a funny guy."
Yes.
And I said, "Why? What is it?" He's like, "The amount of money we get paid."
Wow. Yeah, that is true.
You see what I mean? You know?
So a funny guy gets no money for
Yeah.
doing comedy, stand-up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is interesting, right?
That's quite interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So in your case, as Jay, like I said, you were able to, mashallah, impact a lot of people throughout. So you took that step. You decided to, obviously take that step and do it professionally. Take me through that first few weeks or maybe that first year.
Okay, so I'll tell you first of all, like one of the first people to really truly believe in me, and when I say that whole bravo thing, like that was the person that was like, "You can do this." And when he said "you can do this," I'm like, "You think I can do this? If you think I can do this, I can definitely do this." His name was Charlie Wallace. I don't know if you
Shout out Charlie Wallace.
No, shout out Charlie Wallace. I'll send him a clip of this. I miss him so much. And I was difficult, bro. Like I was a lost kid, and this guy was 4 years younger than me and 10 years more mature than me.
What was it about what he said that sparked it for you?
Well, it was the fact that I really admired him as like as a musician. He was a great piano player. He was a very well-spoken guy, very smart. Seemed to know the ins and outs of the industry. Like I had seen, and also like I had seen in the first days of us meeting, he had shown me a video of like him playing a jam session with Ed Sheeran, like a video online.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just playing keys in a video, like right before Ed Sheeran being huge. But like he was someone in that world, you know, a world that I thought as a Lebanese guy born in Dubai who's bald and not any type of Brad Pitt or whatever. Like, wow, he's saying I can be in that world. If he's saying, then why not? You know?
Wow.
So it always.
But that's big from him, Salah. I mean, honestly, it's amazing that he said that. And that had an impact on you.
A huge impact. And he just came straight up to me and said, "Let's record an album together. How many songs you got? Come play me the songs." And, you know, I realized after, like, with thinking about Charlie and stuff, I've always had one person, like a partner, like someone who was fueling my confidence and doing the hard parts for me, which are like, you know, deadlining, putting things together. And even before Charlie, it was my best friend Nadim Rifai, you know, we were just doing that in his bedroom. But Charlie was the first person who was from that world and said, "You can do this. You have the songs." And I was like, "I may have the songs, but I don't have the voice." He's like, "No, you have the voice too. You have."
You
both
said
of
you don't
them."
have the voice.
I didn't think so. I still kind of don't think so sometimes.
Wow.
And then when people tell me, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You know, like that's a feeling that I'm trying to fight inside.
SubhanAllah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, I wanna play you something.
Okay, let's do it.
You're getting.
Charlie produced this. That was the first song I ever produced.
You know I love this record.
I know, I love it. I love it too, man.
Yeah, you know I love this record. This is of course Wait For Me. What does this record mean to you?
It was the first song I wrote that I thought, this is a good song. I wrote a good song. I had written a few before that.
You like the song?
I can't not like the song.
Okay.
It was like my 16-year-old self, like, you know, writing a song for the first time, and it worked. Like it wasn't super cheesy, you know. I'm very proud of it still to this day.
I personally love it. I remember playing it in even in Saudi FM.
You joking?
Yeah.
People, yeah, man. I don't know. It was God, that's a long time ago.
Hey, let's go, Jay.
If you wait for me,
Hey, what?
Girl, I swear to you, I will set your skin on fire.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear the full record right now. Wait for me, Jay Abo. This is Catch a Vibe, our third episode. Jay Abo is an amazing singer-songwriter. We'll talk about the style of music that he does, which is like kind of mixed between, I guess, I don't like to box people in, but like blues, pop, a little bit of electronic music right now. It's like all amazing. This is what Jay Abo, but again, go follow him on social media right now and get acquainted with his human side, because this is what I think what separates Jay Abo from many of the singers and songwriters that we have in the region. Let's hear the full version of Wait For Me from the incredible Jay Abo. This is Catch a Vibe.
Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, on Catch a Vibe right here. It's our third episode. We are with Jay Abo. Make some noise for the brother right here. Jay, the kind of music that you do, said earlier before the break, it's kind of blues, a little bit of pop there. I see like experimentation with electronic music.
Yep.
Does that sum it up?
That sums it up. Like, honestly, anything, I'll just chase a sound. Like, if a sound inspires me, I'll chase a sound. I don't care if it sounds cheesy. I don't care if it sounds, I'll do anything. If I like a synth that goes wah, blah, 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 I'm putting that in that song. That works for that song.
A lot of people, like, you dabble with production as well.
A little bit, yeah.
Take me through that, like how difficult or challenging that is.
So I'm lucky that I have, how I was saying, I have people who always support me and stuff. I have Colin, so
yeah. Shout out to Colin.
Shout out to Colin. He's been co-producing with me, so I'm more of a. I take a bit more of a like Rick Rubin position where I'm just like, no, don't do that, do that. No, that needs to be like this. And it feels weird. I don't like being like telling people what to do and being in like a leadership role. But like, I remember when we recorded Moonbound, I realized you have to do that. It's your responsibility towards the song.
It's your vision as well, like
yeah.
in a way. So
yeah.
I like what you said, because also there's a lot of melody, I guess. In when I say melody, like you come up with the melody when
Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to talk about the songwriting process, because I really love it.
Thank you, man.
There aren't a lot of music originally, but I love everything that you came up with, and it's so different and amazing, and I just want more. But we want to hear you sing right now. What can you play for us right now?
Well, I'm gonna play the next release, which we said you would give me a deadline on right today on Pulse 95.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll do it right now.
Do it right now.
I'll do it after I hear it.
Okay.
Like I'll hear it.
All right. So it's a song called ADD about my thoughts being all scrambled all the time.
Quick thing with this one.
Yeah.
Your thoughts scrambled all the time.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy topic, like here, but I want you to kind of address it.
Of course.
What do you tell people who, I wouldn't even say struggle with that, because I hate that word. I have a son who's autistic, and people always say, I'm sorry. Well, he's healthy. It's not about being sorry.
Yeah.
So, but how do you deal with it in Jay Abo? Maybe someone can relate.
Well,
I guess you discussed that with your record, but how do you deal with it?
No, I don't discuss it in the record at all.
Okay.
The record is more of like a painting of all the thoughts, rather than like talking about the ADD. It is like the song is the ADD. Every lyric has nothing to do with the previous lyric. It's all like really disjointed.
Wow.
I have like one. Yeah. Anyway, you'll hear it in the song.
Yeah. But what do you tell people who go through that?
Man, honestly, it's like. I'm sure with Ahmad, it's a
part
day
of
to
you.
day. You figure it out every day. Every day you learn something new. So for me, I went down the medication route, and it's kind of affected my creativity. I was too numb, and I realized, oh, maybe this is part of what makes me creative. So now I've embraced it, and I try to put little systems that I follow every
Music
day.
helps a lot, man.
Music helps a lot in terms of having something that you have to organize. Like you have to organize.
But it's also a source of that, like ADD.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
it's the reason for the music, and sometimes the thing that halters it a little.
Okay, so this is ADD. It's a song that's not been released yet.
Yep.
And it's Jay Abo. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm going to put this beautiful beat down, because I'm telling you, the second this human starts singing, you're going to go to another world. You don't believe me? All right? I'll let Jay do it. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, here we go. Well, your name's been trending in my thoughts today. And I light up when you light up my display. I feel weird when my mama hugs me, and I'm not sure there's a God above me. But one thing I do know for sure, Or is that my ADD is getting the best of me? I keep scrolling away too deep and OD on dopamine. There's just too many things I gotta focus on. So when I'm stuck on my phone, it's just my ADD. Yeah, my ADD are getting the best of me. It keeps getting the best of me. I spend mornings questioning reality, and late nights I think it away. And I may not have the very best in me, but I think I'm doing okay. It's just my ADD getting the best of me. I keep scrolling away too deep and OD on dopamine. There's just too many things I gotta focus on. I think I love you, but I'm wrong. It's just my ADD. Yeah, my ADD are getting the best of me. It keeps getting the best of me, yeah. I guess my ADD just got the best of me. I kept scrolling away too deep and OD'd on dopamine. There's just too many things I gotta focus on. So when I'm stuck on my phone, it's just my ADD. And that's how it ends, like real sudden. Real sudden like that, real ADD. Yeah.
Real ADD.
I want to mess with.
Ya Allah, ladies and gentlemen.
Trying to mess with expectations.
Like, seriously, there's a story to this record. Like from everything, even with this. ايش اقول لك الله يحميك يعني may Allah bless you and protect you my brother. This is beautiful, really. Jay, I gotta say, you say in this record, I may not be very I may not have the very best. I may not have the very, but I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. Yo, see, that line impacted me in a crazy way. You know what's? Can I tell you something even crazier? Yeah. I was about to change that line. I was gonna change that line. It was gonna be instead of I may not have the very best in me, but I think I'm doing okay, because that was always like a placeholder. Yes. I was like, I'll find the second verse when I have time. But I was gonna change that line to something like, I wish I knew what my cat was thinking, and then like something a bit more humorous. But now that you said that, I think I'm just gonna keep it. I connected with that. I'm gonna keep it, man. Because I tell you what, because we for me as a, you know, like as a parent, for example, as an autism parent, I think about it like. I might not be like, you know, having the best kind of, equipment or things to do with but I think we're doing okay because he keeps getting better and he keeps evolving and he keeps finding himself and all these things. So I think, thank you, man. Well, I don't know. We say, see, this is the thing about, we have what we're given, and God or the universe, just gives you just enough that in terms of the tools you have, so that you can deal with whatever you have to deal with and learn and grow. There's a big saying, God doesn't give you something you can't handle. Exactly. And that's why I keep saying. And this is what it is. Like, so you accept that and you move forward because God knows that you're able, even if it's tough, you're able to take that in. Yeah. And I think with this record, it's insane. I got to ask you one question before we go to a break. What's the role of the family in Jay Abo's life? Because I've seen you perform, and I've seen, mashallah, like your mom, grandmas, like, like the family around. It's just been amazing to see. Obviously, when they're there. So just take me through their love and support to you. So I'll be like completely straight about this. In the very beginning, cliche of being in an Arab family, like they want you to do something that they think is gonna put bread on the table. Is gonna keep you safe. They want you to stand on your feet. You know? And so in the beginning, it was like, yeah, sure, do it as a hobby. We support it, but they weren't really like paying attention. And
like it's just my, when I talk about it, it's just my mom. My dad's not really in the picture. It's my mom. She raised me and my brother alone
God
my whole
bless her.
life. God bless her. She's a saint, man. She's a saint. Before with the interview started, I was thinking, I want you to have dinner with my mom. I want you to meet
Bless
my mom.
her, man. Shout out to her.
I'll tell her to make kebab saini. It's my favorite.
Okay. Oh, wait. I got to do this at the camera. I'm shouting at the camera right here. Shout out to you, man. You know,
Giselle.
God bless. And I love Giselle. Okay,
yeah.
Giselle. And I love kebab basiliya. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Bro. So until the sort of point. Well, there were 2 points. The first paycheck I got, I gave to my mom.
SubhanAllah.
Because I'm like, see, here's money, here's bread. I can make money from this.
Amazing.
And then still, it was like a bit inconsistent. The point where it really changed was when I went on The Voice, you know?
Yes.
And I think it's a bunch of factors. First of all, it's like, okay, a
TV,
huge
NBC.
renowned NBC. My mom works for Arabiya. You know, it made, she's like, wow, they think he's good. He must be good.
Must be good.
You know? Ahlam thinks he's good. Samira Saeed thinks he's good. He must be good.
Who were the judges? Ahlam, Samir Saeed was another guy? Raghib was there?
Raghib Alem.
Raghib Alem, yeah.
Hamai.
Wow.
Hamai, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
So after that, it was like full support. And now there are days where I don't believe in myself, and I'm like, I'm 31 now. Like, is it still worth pursuing? You know, you have those days.
Of course.
Even though I know I have a vision, I have a goal and everything. But on those days now, my mom will be like, La, you're doing great. This is what you should be doing. Keep going. And it gets me so emotional. It is.
God
Really
bless her.
does.
Because I think really support of the family is really important. I come from Saudi Arabia. You know, it's a place where it's tough. I mean, it's opening up right now, but I've been where people or parents stop their kids from pursuing that, and it's some parents allow it, some parents don't, and it's a problem when they don't. Like it's a problem. Sometimes you can go against them, but it's just you feel also bad even when you make it. So it's one of those things. God bless you, Jay. God bless the family. I want to play Moonbound right now because it's one of my favorite records, of course. What does Moonbound mean to you?
Moonbound means so much to me, man.
Yeah, I know.
It means so much to me, not only because of the song itself. So, not only because of the song itself, but because making it was such a beautiful experience, and putting it out was such a beautiful experience.
Correct.
And so, Moonbound came after, I think, 2-3 years of I had not written one single song.
Correct.
And it was 2018, and I said to myself, like, let's try. And this was the first time in my life where I'm like, I'm just going to try writing something without expectations. Now I do it all the time. That's how I write. No expectations. Nothing's bad. There are no bad ideas.
But back then you didn't have that.
Back then, no, I'm like, it has to be perfect. So I literally sat on my bed, played a G chord, like the easiest chord to play on guitar, and I sang, and I literally just came out with the song in 20 minutes. I say too much and do too little. Came up with it in 20 minutes. Didn't think it was that great. Showed it to my friends. They're like, I think this is the best thing you ever wrote.
I think it's like that with you in every song, to be honest.
Thank you, bro.
It's like you keep pushing it.
That's also a fear that I have. Like, oh, this is the last good one I
Yes,
released.
I know. And that fear, I like it. I heard you say that before. I think I like it, and that keeps you on your toes.
It does, man.
And Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. He always says like this: the second you also lose fun and you lose that edginess, you lose it.
Yeah.
And I don't lose it.
No.
I take it in.
No,
the
bro,
ADD, this
all of
edginess.
it is part of it.
It's
The
all
struggle
part of
is
the
part
Jay
of it.
Abo
Yeah.
story, right? Which we're trying really. This interview, it's really the tip of the iceberg of this guy. I'm telling you, he's a very important figure in the UAE music community. Seriously, and will be a name to remember coming out of the region. Mark my words. This is just a matter of time. He has an amazing support system and a lot of people that believe in him. And every time anyone hears him sing, you don't need to have, like, you just need to have a soul in order to love Jay Abo. That's how it is. We're going to be right back, you guys. This is Catch a Vibe, a little bit of Moonbound by Jay Abo, which I want to say to you, this is a record that is on the rotation right here on Pulse 95 Radio.
Every time you post it, I get
So
happy.
beautiful record. We will be right back. Keep it locked on Pulse 95.
Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Let's catch a vibe with me, Big Hash, right here. It's our third episode. We got Jay Abo in the building. Jay, you've been, when we talk about the UAE music community, because I'm not going to say a scene yet. We need to hear that. It's not a scene yet.
Thank you.
It's a community. It's a
Yeah.
scene and an industry when people really start making money from the original music as well and all
bro,
that.
Yes.
So that's really
Yes,
important.
bro, yes.
The UAE is such a diverse place, though. So 180 or 90 plus nationalities is a crazy place to be at. I want to hear your thoughts about the UAE music community and the circles available here in this community, because we have hip hop, we have the indie, we got the rock, we even have like some heavy metal, we have in between, we got the DJs, we got the electron, and I want to hear what Jay Abo, because ladies and gentlemen, what he says is important, because you are part of this community, not just newbie. No, you've seen it grow and evolve and go
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about it as a community?
I mean, look, some things I'm gonna say maybe not a lot of people are gonna
Go ahead.
are gonna like. First of all, like I love that I got the chance to develop musically here in the UAE because as a Lebanese person who didn't grow up in Lebanon, but I'm not Emirati, I feel like us here, we have like this specific sort of culture sort of akin to being an international school kid, right? Because we're all kind of like that.
Yeah, third culture kid.
Third
as well.
culture
Yeah,
kids,
correct.
right? And I like everything I got everywhere, anything I am in my career is all thanks to the UAE putting those paths in front of me. I just think because there is so much support from the music scene here, and like I know that I know that the UAE wants to promote and push out artists and talents. I feel like, and there's a lot of money going around. I feel like some people get huge praise really early on, and it gets to their heads, bro. And they start walking around.
That's important.
Like I mean, I have to say this, bro. And they start walking around like they're competing. Who are you competing with? We don't need to compete with each other. We need to compete with the rest of the world.
Facts.
That's the level the music needs to be at, and that's the level the mindset needs to be at. We together can make something. But if we're all like bickering, like someone has like 4 rap tracks out and they're already dissing other artists here, like why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's a fact. That's
You
fair.
can put your talent to better use, and then later if there's real things that anyway. The whole point I'm trying to make is we shouldn't be competitive. We should be, like you said, a community, and we should all support each other. We should all go to each other's gigs. And
Yeah, that's another thing. I think with the indie like / alternative rock, like you guys have a really so far I've seen a nice thing where like you're a drummer here, you go there, and like you're a guitarist there, and you have that amazing kind of right energy, and I feel it. Like shout out to Jerome, he's always on high.
Oh my God, I love him. He's playing with me tonight.
He is.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You've seen him grow as well. Like I've seen him grow. How about you? Like you've seen him.
Bro, I've seen him shrink physically and grow as a person.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Jerome. First of all, like has had a huge physical transformation the past 4 years, and that takes discipline, and that discipline trickles down every aspect of your life. Dude, when I met him, he was only like 50%, like not 50, like I mean, he was only.
I know what you're saying.
How can I say?
Yeah, I know what
he was way better than me at guitar.
Wow.
But now he's he's on an international level.
He entered a new realm.
Yeah, he's on a new realm. Like he's one of the only truly like he can be globally competitive as a guitar player, and that's his plan, bro.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
his plan.
It's amazing, and that's what I'm saying. So that's interesting. I want to talk about your songwriting process. When you sit down, how is the songwriting process for Jay Abo? You talk about Moon Band. You're in your room and you start. How does it work? Is it a pen and a paper? Is it a phone thing? Is it a process? Is it you write every bar every now and then?
I never had a name for it, and I never have like one specific way, but I'll tell you what, it always starts with, and now I have a name for it because I've been reading The Creative Act by Rick Rubin.
Okay.
Really good book.
Yeah.
And he calls them seeds.
Seeds.
So,
Ya Allah.
one of the songs I'm going to play you next, the seed for that is, I just had a line, I was stuck in my head every morning. It's like, all I think about is you, all I think about is you, all I think about is you, all the time, all the while. And I'm like, man, like stop. Like, what is this? I'm not going to write this song.
It's the spark in a way, right?
It's a seed. And then for me, I always build around the seed, So I'm like, all right, let's find words for those. Adada, adada. So I was like, all I think about is you, all the time.
Wow.
All the while. And then, I continued from there.
So there's also a little bit melody right here as well, right? You
Yeah,
add-
that had a melody. Sometimes the seed will be a phrase. Sometimes it will be like two words that look cool together. Like I had one that was just explosions in a jar. And I use that as a metaphor for someone who's so angry, but they don't want to they repress it.
That's poetry.
Yeah,
That's
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Did-
And that's for a song that I wrote for it's complicated.
Do you shock yourself sometimes with the songwriting, or
It's my it's rare, but it's like that's the bit feeling you have to chase.
do you go like, oh wow, I just wrote that?
Sometimes, yes. I'm like, can't believe that came out of me.
That's amazing.
Which is cool because like I'm truly starting to believe that being creative is you're not creating anything. You're taking everything from the world and just you have an antenna and it channels it in a certain way.
Allah.
Well, yeah, and that's
when,
not me.
when
That's
did you
Ruben.
realize that?
Bro, through many things. Because I'm honestly, up until this year, I wasn't a very spiritual guy. I didn't believe in any sort of world beyond the physical. But now I think that that's a naive view, and there's too many beautiful things that happen in your life and coincidences, and there's just too many things happen where I cannot ignore my spiritual side
Man.
as a human being.
One of the beautiful things as well is that you're with us right here on episode number 3 on Catch a Vibe. I want you to grab your guitar, if you may. He's grabbing his guitar, and I don't know what you're about to perform, but I have a record that I heard that I like. I don't know, but whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna do Change Tomorrow.
Allah.
I'm gonna do Change Tomorrow.
Guys, Change Tomorrow is, I love this record. Take me through a change tomorrow a little bit, because when I was hearing it, I really connected with it, because we all go through that, to be honest. Whether you're having a fight or a quarrel with your partner, for example.
Yeah.
I'm changing tomorrow. I'm doing it. Don't worry. All that. Take me through what inspired Change.
I love that. That's how you see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no,
I
I'm
had a fight or something. I'll change tomorrow. For me, it was I had every day in my head at many points in the day. I would get a barrage of all the things that I'm not doing right still. Still don't have a waking up routine. Still don't go to the gym at this time every day. Still can't keep a meditation routine. Still don't work on my music enough. Still don't. And it's always like I would be like, I would picture me sitting down and writing a big plan where I would do all those things every day. And for that moment, that thought of like, oh, I'm going to do all that tomorrow would soothe me.
Really?
Yeah, it would soothe me. It was a fantasy. It wasn't real. You can't
It would
do that.
soothe you.
It would soothe me. It would, yeah. It's just like I would picture myself writing a big plan and scheduling all my gym sessions and oof, tomorrow, and that would soothe me. And
That's
it's a lie. It's a lie. You tell yourself, you can't change. That's a child.
Well, it could be a lie, but also it could be like a way to like inspire you. Like, "Khalas, I'm changing tomorrow." But
For
I know
me,
what you're saying.
It got to the point where it was too much. It was just.
It's an excuse, maybe.
It's an
to-
excuse. Exactly. It's something to soothe me. People have different ways to soothe themselves. For me, fantasizing was one of them.
Does performing the record soothe you?
Yeah,
Really?
Of course. Of
Okay.
course. Writing the song soothed me.
Okay.
Writing the song made me more present. Made me realize. Baby steps. You do one thing today. Stop being so hard on yourself.
Wow.
Important things.
This record is also not out.
No, this is out.
This is out. Sorry.
Change
This
Tomorrow's
is
out.
the recent. This is the recent one.
This is the recent
This is
one.
the recent one.
Yeah.
This is the recent one. You can go stream that and show him love
On
with
any
that
platform,
one. And this is obviously the live version of it right
This
here
is
on
the
Catch a
live
Vibe.
version.
Take it away. This is Jay Abo.
For the first time on radio with electric guitar, because we did a
Ooh.
little.
Yes, me
hack.
and Jay, actually it was
did
Jay
some-
99%, but he
No.
fixed the sound.
You suggested the other. Yeah, anyway, we won't let our secrets out right now.
Jay Abo, Catch a Vibe, ladies and gentlemen. This is Change Tomorrow, a song that you can hear right now on streaming. Take it away, Jay.
I've been living recklessly, and it's all because I'm not alright with me. Yes, I've been living recklessly. And I've been loving aimlessly. Think I'd rather live inside of fantasies. Yes, I've been loving aimlessly. And off we run to the empty nights and the bathroom fights. Oh, it's all we know. We'll be alright. 'Cause I'm gonna change tomorrow. I know I said I'd do it before. Gonna let it all go. 'Cause I can't live this way anymore. Gonna change tomorrow. But I said the same thing yesterday. I've been living recklessly, and it's all because I'm not alright with me. Yes, I've been living recklessly, and I've been sleeping restlessly, sick of counting sheep up to infinity. Yes, I've been sleeping restlessly. Hey. We're on the run, but we're not too sure where we're running from.
Wow.
Oh, for all we know, we're just having fun. But I'm gonna change tomorrow. I know I said I'd do it before. Gonna let it all go. 'Cause I can't live this way anymore. Gonna change tomorrow. But I said the same thing yesterday. See, I know I can change tomorrow. And yeah, I said the same thing before. Gotta let my thoughts go. 'Cause I don't wanna do this anymore. Gonna change tomorrow. But I know I gotta start today. I know I gotta start today. Oh, oh. I've been living recklessly, and it's all because I'm not alright with me.
This is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. He is unbelievable. Like seriously, you have an amazing talent. Again, see one line the kind of.
I know which one.
Which one?
Oh, we're on the run, but we're not too sure what we're running from.
What? How'd you know? La 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 la. This
I know,
is crazy.
I know the ones that hit you. I know you, House. I know you pretty well. We've had many conversations.
Bro, I just wrote it here. You're not gonna believe it. I wrote it here. How did he hasn't seen my paper? What, you're like, what is this?
I just know, man. I don't know. No, I mean, you probably went like did a little sound, and then that's when I got onto
okay.
it. That's probably
this
what
is like
is.
the magician's secret, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I gave it away. I gave it away.
Oh man, oh man. Jay Abo with us. We're gonna be right back. You heard the live, obviously, electric guitar version, but right now let's hear the one that you can go on and stream. One of the things that you could do, you guys, when you stream a record, the artist gets paid. I don't know how to explain it to you less than that. Like when you actually stream a record, they get ka-ching in their account. It might not be a big ka-ching, but like it's there. So please do that. Brag about it because it's really amazing. Change Tomorrow by Jay Abo right here on Pulse 95 Radio. We're gonna be right back.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we are back with Catch a Vibe, our third episode with the amazing Jay Abo. I've had an amazing time so far. It's insane how much therapeutic talking to you guys, like and for me, because you know I found myself really lucky, and shout out to Pulse 95 Radio and Charger Brokers Authority for giving me this platform, because it's also kind of really therapy for me. When you sing, when you talk, when you tell me about exactly what's going on in your minds as artists, and we have a diverse lineup of artists right here, and it's so beautiful. So thank you so much for your time, man.
Bro, thank you, man, for giving us this like voice to
truly appreciate it.
To show people like who we are as human beings. Come in,
Yeah.
you know, you need that
Exactly.
You need to have a real conversation instead of you know what I mean.
Okay, so we spoke about obviously your passion for guitar. We spoke about you releasing obviously music. We spoke about even the family. We spoke about the songwriting process. What are the things that you kind of wanted to do and accomplish throughout, let's say, the last 2-3 years, and you did? And to follow up on that, I know you have a lot of songs in the vault.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Amazing. So the question may be, flips to what stops Jay Abo from releasing these records, other than the things we talked about, which is like you're not sure this is right or wrong.
Right.
What stops it?
Something inside that like I'm still working on every day to face, and because I find myself always more likely to do things that serve like other people, like jobs where I work for someone else, where for those things I make sure I show up and I'm on time all the time. So I still to this day wonder why I don't show up as much for myself, for the best thing for me. The best thing for me is to put out songs, and I want to, how much I want to. So I'm honestly still trying to figure it out. Like, what is the thing stopping me? It's definitely rooted in some fear, whether it's of success, of failure. I don't know. I don't resonate with either of them. I want to succeed. Like in my very active, I'm over here mind. Of course I want to succeed. Of course I want to put out songs.
But you said fear of what?
But that's, I don't know, probably just like a fear of realizing that even when I try my best, it's not good enough, or it's just a narrative that I tell myself.
Which, by the way, a very normal thing. Like me and my wife the other day, we were talking about being parents, right? For an autistic, and it's difficult. Sometimes we cry it out. Like, it's just tough. Are we doing the best? Are we, because he deserves the best.
Yeah.
And we're like, are we doing it?
Yeah.
And sometimes because you love it, you go like, no, I'm not doing my best. I got to do more.
Yeah.
But guess what? We wake up the next day and we do it. So with you as a singer-songwriter, because it's a physical product, right? It needs to be out.
Yeah.
And the reason why I really stress on that, and I've been really like on him for a while. Like every time I see him, I say that. So I don't want you to hate me. I'm just saying
Dude,
that
I love you. No.
For me, it's more of a or like feel like I'm nagging on you or like that, and I like kind of shorten the process, because there's a lot of things out there. Like, take your time, have the process, enjoy the process. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, said it's a marathon, right? It's a marathon, it's a journey. Enjoy that. All these are amazing, but you have to kind of build your.
I have to prioritize, bro.
You have to.
That's what I have to do.
You have to.
And yeah, I guess Change Tomorrow took 3-4 months to make. And ADD is going to be done. Maybe you still didn't give me a deadline. You have to give me a deadline.
Let me give you a deadline right now, because I
Yalla.
did. Okay, so I was looking at my phone. I was like, there's a date that I really like. Like, not like, it's just kind of attractive. 16th of July.
16th of July. That's actually
I'm just saying,
a really good amount of time.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And it's a Friday. Friday usually on release date.
Because we're mid-production right now.
Yeah, amazing.
And post-production usually takes like 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks.
So that gives me 2-3 weeks to finish the production.
3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Finish
in a way,
exactly.
yeah. Or in a way, yeah. Oh,
July 16th, not June 16th.
July.
Yeah. July 16th is nice.
Oh, no, yeah, July 16th. Yeah, no, I meant June 16th.
La ya zalam. No. I can't do that.
Yeah. No, July
I can do
16th.
July 16th.
Wait, July 16th
is good.
Then
Is it a Friday?
No, then July 21st.
Is that a Friday?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
So July 21st.
Okay.
I'm writing that down.
Write that down.
July 21st.
July
Change
21st.
Tomorrow. Jay Abo.
Yeah, ADD though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. Change Tomorrow, guys. It's out, okay? It's out. ADD. Okay. We've reached the end of this amazing journey with you. And I wanted to see if you have anything that you'd like to say to people who have been supporting you, people who have been pushing you, to the family, before you play your last record.
Obviously, I want to thank you first and foremost, because there are very few people here who are truly passionate, like really, really love. And you always tell me that people are surprised by how passionate you are about pushing other talents and making sure that they're heard and that their voices are out and stuff. And so yeah, man, honestly, there are very few people like you.
Bless you.
I can count them on one hand, and
we're all one. I just want to say something about that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if you have a platform, the way I believe in it, it's a duty. Like, see, it's a duty for you to show love and support to these guys. It's a duty. And the second you realize that, believe me, it will come naturally. That's
you know
I
what?
say.
Just like it's a duty for me to put out these songs the way that they're meant to. It's
I didn't say that, but
it's a duty. No, it's not. It's not a. It really has to. It is a duty.
Because, Jay, I'll tell you something. And we've had like a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic for a lot of people.
I know, man.
And there's an old
Sometimes
Bedouin
I don't see the service in it.
I get it, but
I see it as a vain thing.
I get
I'm
it.
so vain. I'm writing songs for people to listen to me.
But
and
there's
go
an
like,
old
wow.
Bedouin saying that says, "إن الإنسان الذي لا أثر له لا حياة له." A human being that has no impact, has no life.
Yeah.
And you just need, like, it doesn't matter that a big impact or small impact. You need to have an impact. This is why we created on this earth, right? So it's getting philosophical right now. But blessings. Thanks a lot for your time. Jay Abo, right?
Yes.
There's no name without the dot. Did you find that guy?
Some guy, man. I don't know who he is.
We need to find him.
I'm gonna pay him.
It's the dot.
I'm gonna pay him to take out
Does
the
the dot bother you?
Yeah. I'm gonna pay him. So
yeah, there's a lot of stories with the Instagram handle, but Jay Abo on everywhere.
yeah. Need that blue tick as well, bro. Hook me up.
Oh man, yeah, I will do that.
Yeah?
You
You got someone?
But you're verified.
You got someone?
Allah verified you. Like, khalas that. Okay. What's the last record that you can play for us?
The last one is the one I was talking about earlier. It's called All I Think About Is You, and it's very like pop, cheese. I mean, not cheese, but I wrote it because it was simple. And
That's not out yet. Obviously.
it's not out.
Okay.
That's coming out after
We'll do after
ADD.
After ADD.
Yeah.
Change Tomorrow is out. I'm trying to say. Okay. Again. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
This is just a preview of my next year. This is the podcast.
Yeah, Allah, that's funny. All right, catch a vibe with me, Big Hass on Pulse 95 Radio. Jay Abo. What's the record called?
All I Think About Is You.
All I Think About Is You. Take it away.
All I think about is you, all the time, all the while. Busy with some other dude, or a girl, or a fly. But now I'm stuck here and I don't know what to do. With my eyes on my mind, 'cause all I think about is you, all the time. I don't know why. Last night when I was out, I thought I saw you in the sky. You looked so perfect, I could die. I still don't know why. All I think about is you, all the time, all the while. But you're busy with some other stupid dude, or a girl, or a fly. But now I'm stuck here and I don't know what to do. With my eyes on my mind, 'cause all I think about is you, all the time. Don't know why. Last night when I was out, I thought I saw you in the sky. You looked so perfect, I could die. I still don't know why. And I like you just like that, with your linen shades and your bucket hat. I like you just like that, with your linen shades and your bucket hat. It's just like you to be like that, go out in linen shades and a bucket hat. And I like you just like that, just like that. Last night when I was out, I thought I saw you in the sky. You look so perfect, I could die. I still don't know why. And I don't give a damn what they say, 'cause I wanna be with you anyway, be with you anyway. I couldn't give a damn either way, 'cause I wanna be with you anyway. I wanna be with you anyway, be with you anyway. I wanna be with you anyway, be with you anyway, be with you anyway.
Oh my God. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, yo, Jay, I really connected with this record.
Really?
Let me tell you a very personal thing about.
Oh please, I love
this is no, it's a small thing, right? But I've been doing it for quite some time. And this is why I say always, like, there's some certain things in the songs that I connect with, and khalas, and I become like, okay, I like the song. So, for example, when you said I like you,
yeah,
and this is a very, very personal thing. With my wife, my better half, she saved me. You know, we know each other for like 18 years plus right now. Like, so it's like and we have a beautiful son. So I found myself for the past, I don't know what, it's been like 7 or 5 years maybe right now. I don't say I love you. I say I love you, but I say I really like you. And she's like, that's different.
Yeah.
No, you know, like your wife.
It means more.
More, exactly. And it's like, I like spending time with you. I really like you. We're married.
Yeah.
We're married with a kid, right?
Yeah, dude, it's
Usually it's the
different.
love, right?
Yeah.
And when you said that, you see, like, you see how I became
And
a hook to this?
I like you just like that.
Yes.
Just keep
And the bucket hat, she wears the bucket hat.
Yeah,
I'm
bucket
telling you,
hat
brother.
and shades. Yeah.
I'm telling you, so it's beautiful. Jay, thank you so much for your
My
time.
pleasure, bro.
I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me. This was the best interview I've ever had.
Bless
Honestly,
you,
it
my
was
brother.
amazing,
Like,
bro.
seriously. And
I'm really excited for Dina to come in and
I know Dina's coming in tomorrow, which is really amazing. Tomorrow, Dina stars, an incredible singer-songwriter as well. One of the hard-working artists that we have, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
she does
seriously,
so
like,
much.
just, yeah.
And she gave me like a pep talk last week. We met each other. We were supporting another performer here.
Amazing.
Irini. And at the end of the show,
Shout out to
she's like,
Irini. Yeah.
Jay, trust me, you gotta do the TikTok. You gotta do it. I do TikTok lives every day.
She does.
Just stop thinking about it so much. Laris, her husband, a great guy, told
Amazing
me to
guy.
do this. I want you to do it too. And honestly, bro, when
See, that helped.
That helped. And there are very few people like Dina. I want everyone to be that good to each other, like I want the best for you. Like,
But see, Dina really cares as well.
I know,
like,
man.
And she's really smart at how she does the content. Like, she's doing this Arabic thing right now, and like as well. And she's amazing. She's like experimenting with a lot of things, and and that's what you need to do, bro.
Yeah, man.
Get inspired. Get inspired.
I want to. I'm inspired.
July what?
July 21st. Okay. It's a Friday.
July 21st.
We'll come release it here first.
I promise you, we'll world premiere it right here.
Done deal.
World premiere right
Nowhere
here
else.
on this. It doesn't matter.
Nowhere else.
Love to you, Jay.
Love to you.
Salute to everybody listening in. It's our third episode. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you were able to catch a vibe with these incredible artists. Please do me this favor. Anyone that you see or hear on these episodes, go show them love. Click that follow button on Instagram and message them. Stream their music. Tell them what their music meant to you. Believe me, these are beautiful feedback that only just encourages them and make them really release more records. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. Jay, thank you so much.
I love you, dude.
And we say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam.